This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
And he's going to get that base hit. Landon Donner is going to round third. They're going to send him, and the throw's coming in. It's not going to be in time, and he slides in head first for the win. Now, looks to be that one's hit well to left field, and it might have a chance, and it is gone. It is a two-run home run for Andy Mock. And the Stars are on the board. It's 2-0.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Bellevue West High School, home of the Bellevue West Thunderbirds, here on Magnitude Sports, getting ready for matchup number 2 for the Post 400 Stars in the Battle of Omaha. They will have a doubleheader today. They'll have this game and then one immediately following against, I'm drawing a blank on the opponent, Wichita Arrows. So they'll be playing in the second game, which is scheduled to start at about 1:15. And as we take a look at the forecast, we have sprinkles right now, on and off sprinkles. Like if 100 sprinkles drop, 4 of them reach the ground. So, but we are at a cloudy sky, 79, with some scattered sprinkles. And according to the hour-by-hour forecast, we should be good through the 4 o'clock hour before we face the risk of thunderstorms moving into the area at 5 o'clock. The original hour-by-hour forecast earlier this morning had the storms rolling in about 3 o'clock. So we'll see. We'll see how accurate. Yesterday, the hour-by-hour forecast was pretty accurate as it was updated. So I have a feeling that we'll get through both of these games here today before we have to worry about weather being an issue. Chit-chatting a little bit with a few of the parents and other Post 400 staff. I was under the impression that there will be a game tomorrow, but it's 100% up in the air. And if we do have a game tomorrow, it is supposed to be at Omaha North, the same field that the Stars defeated Wendy's Collision Center yesterday by the score of 9-1. But once again, with the rain, that location could change. So wherever the Stars end up tomorrow, we'll be there, and we still don't know at this point in time who they're playing. Is they're just kind of mix-matching opponents right now to get the teams their games in, and there's a possibility that we won't even have bracket play on the 27th and 28th. I think with the weather forecast, they're just going to get the teams their 4 games and call it done. But that's not official yet. But that's just the rumors that I've heard. So we'll see how that shakes out. We'll take a timeout here. We'll come back. We'll go over your starting lineups and get you closer to the first pitch right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, welcome back. There you see the Stars taking the field, and according to the scoreboard right now, the Stars will be the road team, as looks like they're just warming up. So according to the scoreboard, Bellevue West will be the home team on the scoreboard, and Post 400 will be the visiting team on the scoreboard, but we'll see if they change that. Right now I have it set up to represent what the scoreboard says, and here's a look at the opponent. Bellevue West, otherwise known as DC Electric Thunderbirds. That'll be their team sponsor this year. They're Head coach is Jason Shockey. Assistant coaches Kurt Shockey, Mike Reggio, Tom Povich, and Reese Baumgartner, the coaches for the Thunderbirds. So here's a look at your starting lineup as we get ready to go here. And a beautiful facility here at Bellevue West High School. And we'll show you around. You can kind of see they have that wood deck right there. And I know that some of the Post 400 fans are a big fan of this wooden deck right here. But we'll go over the starting lineups because that's maybe slightly more important than that wooden deck. But I believe some pictures of that deck were sent back home. Not sure what the conversation is on that, only I could guess. But assuming that Post 400 is indeed the road team as they are on the scoreboard, then they will look like this batting here. 1, 2, and 3, shortstop Easton Rarick, right fielder Ethan Claus, second baseman Kobe Sen. Middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 will be the center fielder Colton Almy, the pitcher Andy Mock, and the left fielder Caden Graff. And the bottom of the order will be the catcher Tate Gustafson, first baseman Jackson Beiswinger, and the third baseman Eli Mock. Setting up for Bellevue West, DC Electric, Thunderbirds is how we'll call them moving forward here. Batting 1, 2, and 3 will be the center fielder Cam Matson, the catcher Tyler Vanderwerken, the designated hitter Jack Bland, the first baseman Carson Wright, Carson Wright will be batting fourth. So 4, 5, and 6 is the first baseman Carson Wright, shortstop Connor Schneider, third baseman Gage Allen, and then the bottom of the order, 7, 8, and 9 is the right fielder Tyler Kephart, the second baseman Jaden Holdman, and the left fielder Jackson Allred. And then pitching and not batting will be Daniel Lester wearing number 27 for Bellevue/DC Electric. Reserves for DC Electric include number 33 Jackson Steele, number 24 Jackson Jelkin, number 19 Kyle Cornish, number 7 Easton York, number 6 Connor Zabillet, number 11 Dane Toman, number 22 Robert Wood, and number 25 Ryan Sullivan will be your reserves for Bellevue West/DC Electric Thunderbirds as we get ready to go here. As the sun is in and out and clouds are rolling in, you can kind of see some dark clouds off in the distance there. And at about a half an hour ago, those were hanging right over the field. We had a cool shade. We're working about the 79-degree area, and now the sun's peeking out. But as I look off to the other direction of the field, you got some more shade coming in here in the next half an hour or so. So we should be good to go on that. All right, we'll take one more time out here, and then we should be back and should be ready to go on this one here. Back in a moment.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. Went over the starting lineups for DC Electric as they take the field right now. So they will be the home team, and Post 400 will be the visiting team as the PA announcer going over the starting lineups for Post 400 right now.
Number 18, Andy Mock. Batting 6th, the left fielder, number 11, Caden Graff. Hitting 7th, the catcher, number 3, Tate Gustafson. Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 13, Jackson Beiswinger. And batting 9th, playing third base, number 35, Eli Mock.
There's a good look at Daniel Lester, who will be your starting pitcher here for DC Electric on the mound for the Thunderbirds. And we'll touch base with the PA announcer to make sure he gets Jackson's last name correct here. But
Ladies and gentlemen, it is lunchtime. If you haven't visited our concession stand, please feel free to come down, have some freshly grilled hamburgers, hot dogs.
Once again, we want to thank our
drinks,
sponsors,
water,
including
Gatorade,
Microsoft, Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Network Center Inc., Old Chicago, All Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Bell Bank, Bobcat, Buffalo Wild Wings, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, Fargo Parks District and the Fargo Parks District Foundation, FM Area Foundation, Frank's Lounge, General Equipment and Sales, Goldmark, Mr. Ed's Bingo and Casino Supply, O'Keefe O'Brien Lease and Foss Law Offices, The Power Connection, Starion Bank, TCI Insurance, Valley Landscaping, Western Products, and Go Promo and Higher Engineering,
right, here we go.
and Sky
Leading
Family
off, Fargo
Dentistry
puts
for
400
making
stars. This
the
is
trip
shortstop,
down here
number
to
2, Easton Rarick.
Omaha. A success so far, a 9-1 victory here for the Stars in their first game of the Battle of Omaha, and now stepping up to the plate here will be Easton Rarick. So I plug in my charger here, make sure that the computer doesn't die on us, and we should be good to go. So we'll reset the scoreboard there, so that, matter of fact, we didn't turn the scoreboard on, so give me a second and I'll get that, I'll make that happen. Thought it was turned on earlier, but apparently it wasn't, so. And that one's going deep to center field, and the catch is made there by Cam Matson. So Rarick will fly out for the first out of the inning.
Bringing to the plate, the right fielder, number 15, Ethan Claus.
All right, everything should be ready to go now. So 1 out. And the pitch is high, and ducking down there is Ethan Claus for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes now here to Ethan Claus. Once again on the mound pitching, Daniel Lester, and then Tyler Vanderwerk in behind the plate catching. That one's inside and nicked him on the left elbow. And he'll reach base via hit by a pitch. Now he reset the count here for Kobe Sen.
Second baseman, number 10, Kobe Sen.
Then around the bases for DC Electric, you got Carson Wright at first, Jaden Holman at second, Connor Schneider at shortstop, Gage Allen at third. We'll do the outfield here after this pitch to the batter, Kobe Sen. Batter number 3 in the lineup there, high and in and into the attic, and that's an easy advancement to second there for Ethan Claus, and it's 1-0 here to Kobe Sen. So Claus will advance to second on the wild pitch. And now we'll see if Lester can settle things down a little bit here and get it a little bit more inside. That one was inside, but it was also low for ball 2, and it's 2-0. Outfield, Jackson Allred in left field, Cam Matson in center field, and Tyler Kephart in right field. No measurements here, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say it's about 340 down the left and right field lines, and probably closer to 380, 400 straightaway center field. They don't have any markings on the field that I'm aware of, like they do at every other ballpark I think I've been at here, and had 3 balls and no strikes. Once again, the Stars supposed to play tomorrow against an unknown opponent, and it might be Omaha North. That's one of the teams we haven't played yet that we were originally scheduled to play, but some of the other teams are getting opponents that weren't even in their original pool. So well, I guess we'll have to see what happens here. We'll just have to play it hour by hour and game by game, I guess, is the best way to do it. Kobe Sen will reach first on a 4-pitch walk, and that puts 2 runners on for Colton Almy. Colton Almy will step up to the plate next here.
To the plate, the center fielder, number 16, Colton Almy.
3 minutes into the game. A nice cool breeze coming through here, and I was kind of concerned about that when I was first setting up. It was really hot. The humidity is still kind of up there a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday, so I suppose that's a good thing. But the cool breeze is excellent. I absolutely love it. Puts me in a good mood. They'll try a pickoff attempt at third there, and the ball will get away, and he will stay put at third. Still no pitches here to Colton Almy. Once again, that post, I tried to maneuver the camera the best I could to get you the best possible view of first base, but we're going to have to, that's about the best I can do. Trust me on that. I got here at about 9 o'clock this morning, maybe a little bit before, just to make sure there weren't any surprises I had to prepare for. So luckily there was a Menards about a mile away. Went down there, bought a couple clamp-on umbrellas to shade the equipment from the heat since we're sitting outside here. And the heat isn't an issue right at this very moment, but it was an issue earlier, and it may become an issue a little bit throughout this game. It's kind of an in and out type of deal with heat, coolness, heat, coolness, heat, and coolness. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on second and third. The pitch comes in for a low and into the turf dirt, you could call it, and that's good for ball 2. It looks like Vanderwerken may have stretched a muscle a little bit more than he wanted to. Hopefully he'll be okay, as coach will come out and have a quick chat with him. Once again, Go Promo, Western Products, Valley Landscaping, TCI Insurance, Star Bank, and the Power Connection. Just a few of our many sponsors supporting our trip down to Omaha here for the Post 400 Stars, and we certainly appreciate their support. It looks like Vanderwerken will be okay. We can get back to action here. Once again, to reset for you, 1 away, 2 balls and a strike here to Colton Almy, and runners on third and second. Ethan Claus on third, Kobe Sen on second, and a base hit here with 1 out could be a good start here for Post 400 if they can get it. But Lester has been struggling. 8 balls, 2 strikes on 10 pitches. Make that 9 balls, 2 strikes on 11 pitches, as it's a 3-1 count now here to Colton Almy. 0-0 on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard here. Battle of Omaha Baseball Tournament live for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Want to welcome our friends at the Dungeon in Fargo at Star Bank Field for tuning into the broadcast here. There's a little chopper, a high hopper towards Gage Allen at third. He'll fire it over to first, safe. He run out the throw, and that'll be an infield single to load the bases, as Claus and Sen will hold put on third and second. So now the bases are loaded here for Andy Mock. As you can see, Caden Graff warming up on the batting on deck circle, I should say. Swing and a miss there for Mock, and that's strike 1.
Now batting number 18, Andy Mock.
It's got a really nice field out here at Bellevue West High School. As you can see on the outfield fence skirting there. They're called the Thunderbirds. They got a humongous school. You can see the school, maybe. You can kind of see the roof of the school. It expands all the way from right center all the way to left center and beyond. And that's just left to right. That doesn't include near to far. But it's a big building. They have a couple of gyms inside. They have a parking lot on each side of the building here. 2 balls and a strike. The count now here to Andy Mock. And I actually drove to the wrong parking lot at first. Mock will send that one to left field and reaching up. And now the throw will come in. And Claus thought about tagging, but he will not do so. And that will put 2 away. And the bases will remain loaded this time for Caden Graff.
Fly out brings to the plate. Left fielder number 11, Caden Graff.
There you can see Almy on first, and that one will go to right, and that will drop for a hit. Or no, it will not. It will not drop for a hit. That post was in my way, and it was actually caught. So that ends the middle of the first. No runs on one hit. No errors, and they leave 3 on base. And the Thunderbirds up to bat when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, there's Andy Mock warming up on the mound there for the Post 400 Stars. Welcome back here to Bellevue Westfield. I don't know what the official name of this is. It looks like it's Huber Chevrolet Field, actually, according to the little logo in front of the first and third base dugout. So, but whoever has the naming rights to the field, it's a fantastic facility. So West Fargo has a game. I believe I tried. Let me see if I got. No, I haven't gotten a message yet here. I know they have a game at 5 o'clock at noon today. I believe it is. They were originally scheduled to play at 8:30 last night. That game was canceled due to severe weather in the area, and we'll see how the bats work here for the Thunderbirds as the pitch will miss outside for ball 1 on the first pitch from Andy Mock here in the bottom half of the first inning. Once again, 1 hit, 3 left on base for Post 400 in the top half of the first inning. That pitch will come up high for ball number 2 here. Cam Matson, the batter. We'll also see Tyler Vanderwerken and Jack Bland, batters 1, 2, and 3 for the Thunderbirds here in this game. 10 minutes to play the top half of the first inning. That one's blasted out to left and going back, and the warning track making the catch is Caden Graff, and that's 1 away. So that'll bring up Tyler Vanderwerken, the catcher.
The catcher, number 23, Tyler Vanderwerken.
So he'll fly out to left, out number 1, and that'll bring up Tyler Vanderwerken, the catcher. Let me try that again. Vanderwerken, the catcher. Oh, try and say that 3 times fast. Hopefully we'll get it down by the next time he comes up to bat. But first pitch will skip into the dirt for a ball, and it's 1-0. Turf on the infield, fair and foul territory, and then in the outfield it is grass. I believe it's a dirt warning track. Kind of looks like turf, but I'm too far away to make the official determination. But I know for a fact the outfield is grass. One ball and 1 strike here to Vanderwerken. And now he nearly got another strike, but it just went a little bit over the white line on the inside there for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the windup in the 2-1 delivery, and that one's smoked out to left as well. And they'll land for a base hit. It's good for a single, puts the runner on first. That brings up Jack Bland. As Caden Graff not able to get underneath, get enough speed to get underneath that one. So drop for a hit, results in a single, puts a runner on. Jack Bland steps up to the plate now here for the DC Electric Thunderbirds. As Mock will take a quick glance at Vanderwerken on first, and he'll fire the pitch, and it'll be fouled away for a strike. So the grandstand here is pretty much all connected. Right in front of us is a seating area, and then off to the right they have a raised bleacher section, which ends right where the first base dugout begins as the pitch comes in for a strike. And then to the left of us, the front seating area kind of ends right where that post is right there, and then you can see the deck extends towards the third base dugout. So it's a pretty nice layout here. So that one comes off the handle of the bat. They'll try for second, now over to first. They got it. 6-4-3 on the off the handle of the bat. Ground out to Easton Rarick. Rarick Swen to Byswinger for the 6-4-3. That puts three outs on the board. So Thunderbirds duplicate the Stars' performance in the bottom half of the first. They leave nobody on base, and the Stars coming up to bat when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. No runs, one hit for each team. Stars have left 3 on base. Bellevue Thunderbirds left nobody on base. And we'll see how batters 7, 8, 9 do here in the top half of the second inning. Tate Gustafson will lead it off. We'll see Jackson Byswinger and Eli Mock coming up here in this inning. Daniel Lester will toss pitch 18 here to Tate Gustafson. Once again, O'Keefe, O'Brien, Lease and Foss Law Offices, Mr. Ed's Bingo and Casino Supply, Goldmark and General Equipment and Sales, along with Frank's Lounge and the FM Area Foundation, proud sponsors of Post 400 Baseball. We certainly appreciate their support. Once again, top of the second. Here's Tate Gustafson. And that pitch is outside for ball 1. Once again, Jackson Byswinger is on deck. Eli Mock will follow, and then we'll see if we can get deeper into the lineup or not. That's a nice pitch there by Lester, right down Main Street for strike 1. 1-1 the count now here to Tate Gustafson. And their one's up high for ball 2. Goes into the backstop. Nobody on base for the Stars to take advantage of that. 20 pitches now, 7 strikes, 13 balls, according to my numbers unofficially. 2 balls and a strike here to Gustafson. He'll drill that one foul right towards the Stars dugout. Matter of fact, it was caught by Eli Mock, who will be right behind Byswinger. So 2-2 the count now with nobody out. And the 2-2 delivery is way up high. And that one went over the roof of the house for ball 3. Full count. And the payoff pitch is fouled away and over the dugout. Or over the bullpen, I meant to say. Over the dugout, too, I guess. And a walk. So that bring up Jackson Byswinger.
First baseman, number 13, Jackson Byswinger.
So by swinger, first pitch, comes outside and low for a ball, and it's 1-0 here with the runner on. Tate Gustafson on first. Zoom out a little bit so you can see anything that happens over there, with the exception of what's behind the post. And 1 ball, no strike here to by swinger. And that pitch is outside as well. 2-0 now, and now Vanderwerken's going to go up and have a quick chat here with Lester, and probably a smart move there by Vanderwerken, as he's had trouble throwing pitches down the middle of the plate here. So we'll see if whatever words of wisdom Vandenwerker has here. Let me double check my roster here. Yeah, let's see, is there number 21 on the roster? No, there's not. He's wearing number 21. He's listed on the roster as number 23, so I believe it is Vanderwerken, but 2 balls and no strikes here, and we'll see what Lester has on this one. I'll get that one. That would have been a ball had he not taken the swing at it, but he'll foul it away for strike 1. Still a hitter's count at the moment. All depends on what happens on this next pitch here from Lester. It'll be pitch 28, according to my numbers unofficially. 2 balls and a strike. Runner on first is Gustafson. They'll try and pick him off, and they will not do so successfully. So remain 2-1 on the pickoff attempt to first to Gustafson. Once again, Carson Wright, the first baseman for the Thunderbirds. And they'll try again. Ooh, that was close. I don't know if Gustafson slipped on his way back to first or what, but and the 2-1 delivery inside and missed it for 3-1. So by swinger, potentially a pitch away from a walk, putting a runner in scoring position for Eli Mock, who's on deck right now here for Post 400. No score here yet on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Both teams have a hit. Actually, they charged that as an error, I guess, according to the scoreboard. I didn't see what the error was, so 1 hit and 1 error, I guess. They're not going to credit the Stars with a hit. Unless it was on that throw from, it was either third or short to first. If that's more than likely where they credited the error.
The third baseman, number 35, Eli Mock.
The third baseman seemed to have no problem getting the throw there, so I'm guessing that error must have been charged on the first baseman. So runners on first and second now. And here's Eli Mock. First pitch will miss for a ball to Eli Mock, and that was 30. 20 balls, 10 strikes on 30 pitches. You have to imagine that that sequence continues here. He won't be on the mound for much longer, although the score is 0-0, so may give him a little bit of a break. And that one's going to be popped up and off the bunt attempt. Good for a strike. That one's coming inside. I think it came off the lower barrel of the bat there on Eli Mock, and would have been ball 2 had he not made contact on that, although I'm not sure if he would have been able to pull the bat back in time, showing the bunt. And now he'll show the bunt again. This time he does pull it back, and well, maybe he just proved me wrong. Maybe he did have time to pull it back the previous time there, because that was about the same area that previous pitch was in. And now it's 2 balls and a strike here to Eli Mock. Tate Gustafson on second, Jackson Beiswinger on first. Third base open, showing bunt again. And now the pitch will come outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. And instead of a sacrifice bunt here, I would suspect that he will not square up for a bunt, and probably wonder if he'll get a free base to load the bases here. We'll see if he squares up for a bunt again or not. I don't think he will. And nope, he will not, and it will come in for a strike. And now it's a full count. So it's a good opportunity here for Lester to try and get it out on the scoreboard, as that'd be a little helpful to the Thunderbirds' cause if he could do so. But once again, he's been struggling on those strikes. That one will be fouled away, and Lester will get another opportunity to get the out. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's low, and now the bases are loaded. Easton Rarick will come up to the plate next here. So that moves Gustafson up to third, Beiswinger to second, Eli Mock to first. And now we have the bases loaded here with nobody out, and Easton Rarick stepping up to the plate, who flied out to Cam Madden in center field last time he was at the plate. And a swing and a miss there, and that was probably the best pitch that Lester has thrown in the game so far. He had one other one that was right down the middle for a strike, and so out of 37 pitches, he has a top two at least. Fouled back here for strike two. I say that with respect, of course, but nothing in two here to Rarick. And the 0-2 delivery. That one's sent up high, right field, going back, and right behind the post. He made the catch. Runner will tag, and he will score. Second and third will tag. Did they get him at third? They did. No, they did not. It looked like the official put his arm up for an out. But a sac fly will score a run here for Easton Rarick, bringing in Tate Gustafson.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Ethan Claus.
So that will empty up second, put runners on the corners here for Ethan Claus. So there's one out now in the sac fly. That brings Ethan Claus hit by a pitch. Last time he was nearly hit by a pitch right there, and I believe Claus was nicked on that left elbow, and that's where it just barely almost grazed him this time on that pitch too. Comes in for a ball as Mock takes second base. Two runners in scoring position now, and a base hit with only one out could do wonders here for post 400 early on. And that one sent up high to center field. Could be enough for a sac fly. Catch is made, and here comes Beiswinger. Throw to third, out. And Beiswinger will score. Or will he? No. Okay, the run will not count. So that will end the inning. They will leave nobody on base. They'll leave one on base. The run doesn't count. So Beiswinger will be credited for being left on base. Mock thrown out at third with the fly out to center, and that brings us to the end of the top of the second. And we're still scoreless here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
right, welcome back. The Stars lead 1-0 on a sac fly to right field. The sac fly to center was recorded as a fly out, as the out at third was, the tag out at third was applied prior to Byswinger crossing the plate. So therefore the run won't count. And now just starting top of the first, runners on first and third. It is Sioux Falls in scoring position, tied up 0-0 with post 2. So we'll keep you updated on that game here as more updates come into us here. And that pitch will come in for a strike to Carson Wright, the batter. Wright, batter number 4 in the lineup as the Thunderbirds went 1-2-3. That one comes off the handle, pop out, fly out to left. Back pedaling there is Easton Rarick, the shortstop, to make the grab, and that's out number 1. So 4 up, 4 down here for the Thunderbirds. And now we'll see how Connor Schneider fares against Andy Mock.
Number 3, Connor Schneider.
We'll see Gage Allen this inning for sure. And then we'll see if we can dig into the number 7 spot in the lineup or not here for the Thunderbirds with Tyler Kephart, who would be right behind Gage Allen, who's on deck right now. Right now, this is Connor Schneider once again as the pitch floats up a little high for a ball, and it's 1-0. 30 minutes, time of the ball game so far. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I guess that's a good thing, as that pitch will come in for ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away, and a 1-0 lead here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard for the Post 400 Stars. Swing and a miss for a strike, and it's 2-1. Just off to the right side here is, I'm not sure of the exact, if it's an interstate or highway, but it's one of those two. Rarick with a nice grab. He'll toss it to first. Got it there in time. Out number 2. Nice job there by Easton Rarick. And it's nice to see Easton Rarick with playing with what appears to be playing with a little more confidence than he has in previous games. He's made a couple of good plays already here early in this one. This is Gage Allen, and Allen will take the first pitch for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Gage Allen. Andy Mock, 17 pitches now, and 10 of them have been recorded as strikes. He's given up no hits. Inside, nearly grazed Allen. Good for ball 2. And that pitch is outside for ball 3. So now it's a hitter's count, 3-1 here for Gage Allen. Couple of balls after a 1-1 count here, and we'll see if Mock can battle back here. And he does. He gets strike 2, and Allen thought it was a walk. From my vantage point, it looked like a strike to me, and Allen must have thought it was a little high, but like I said, from my vantage point, it didn't look very high at all. So full count at 3-2. And here's Mock's pitch, fouled off, and he'll get at least 1 more. And there's the walk. So runner on, and that's Gage Allen. Now we'll see Tyler Kephart. That's the first runner on for the game here for the Thunderbirds. Pitch comes in a little low for a ball. It's 1-0 now here to Kephart. Once again, Gage Allen on first base for the Thunderbirds. You can see him leading off over there. So I guess a good lead off is if you can see him behind that post. Otherwise, it's just an average layoff. That one's hit up high right field. I cannot see where it's going, all the way back to the wall, and it'll fall at the warning track. And Claus will pick it up and throw it in. And coming in from first is Gage Allen to score and tie the game. So end up being an RBI triple for Tyler Kephart. So if it goes to that part of right field again, just trust me, I'll tell you what happens, because I can lean over a little bit and see. But if you're just joining us, I did try setting up the camera in different positions, and that was the best position. Or the spot we're at now is the best position, I should say. So trust me on that one. 1 ball, no strike here to the batter, Jaden Holman. Batter number 8 in the lineup. Holman will pop up. That'll go fouling out of play for a strike, and it's 1-1. That one comes in for a strike. He painted the corner on the inside edge of the plate. And now Almy ahead in the count, Mock ahead in the count 1-2. And the pitch, and now be grounded towards third and foul. Nice grab there by the Thunderbirds third base coach. Will remain 1-2. Once again, 2 away here, and we'll see if Mock can get out Holdman to prevent the runner on third from scoring. And this one will be grounded towards Rarick. 3-hopper, toss over to first is there in time. Run will not count. Inning comes to an end. And we're not up at 1 apiece here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 on base here in the second inning of play. And the top of the third is around the corner here on Magnitude. Be right back.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Okay, welcome back. Top of the third, 1-1, warming up a little bit here. Current temperature here in the top of the third inning is 79 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky with sun peeking in and out through the gaps and the occasional gaps in the cloud here. And stepping up to the plate is Kobe Sen.
Number 10, Kobe Sen.
See here, bottom of the first, and it's tied up. No, post 2 just scored. It's now 2-1. And they have a runner on third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So Fargo post 2 leading Sioux Falls post 15 by the score of 2-1 in the bottom of the first inning here. And once again, this is Kobe Sen. 1 ball, no strike. And that one's fouled back to level the count at 1-1. Kobe Sen was walked last time he was at the plate as we reached 37 minutes time of the game. These games are set for a 2-hour time limit today, in an event to get as many games in as possible before the weather strikes. That one will find the gap in right center, and they'll get by the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Kobe Sen will have a chance for 2 easily, and he'll put on the brakes there, and he's on with a double. So another hit, or the first hit of the game officially.
Now batting number 16, Colton Almy.
Colton Almy singled on what I believe was the charged error. So, because I recorded it as a hit last time he was up, and they recorded it as an error, and he hit it over towards third. And third fired it over to first, and the ball was dropped by the first baseman after Almy had already stepped on the bag. So I'm guessing they credited the error to the first baseman there. 1 ball, no strikes here to Colton Almy. So officially 0 for 0 as he reaches base on an error, and that pitch goes into center field. And Kobe Sen will not have a chance to take off for third as he takes the head first slide back into the bag. It'll remain 1-0 here to the batter Colton Almy. On deck is Andy Mock. And the windup and the delivery, and Mock will send it to right field and send it foul. There you can see one of the bullpens. A nice bullpen here. Kind of reminds me of the fields we saw at Olathe, Kansas. Olathe, Kansas, if I remember how I phonetically spelled it on my sheet of paper about 12 days ago. 1-1 the count here after the fouled away pitch, and now the pitch will come in for strike 2. Once again, Kobe Sen, the runner standing on second base here for the Stars. They've left a total of 4 on base, with 3 of those 4 being in scoring position. And they've only been able to plate 1 run so far here, but a good performance even in spite of the single run scored. As that one's fouled away, it'll remain 1-2. And now Lester on pitch 49 coming up here. We'll look at Sen on second and deliver, and that one's fouled away, and it'll remain a 1-2 count here to Colton Almy. Once again, Post 100 Stars will have a second game here on this field about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one against Wichita Aeros. And a few of the Wichita Aeros teams have just showed up now as the pitch comes inside, nearly hits Almy. It's 2-2 as a result. Here in the top of the third inning, knotted up at 1 apiece with Kobe Sen looking to be batted in from second. And the 2-2, and that'll be towards the shortstop, and they'll throw it to third. They'll get the force out at third. That's 1 away, and Almy's on with a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 18, Andy Mock.
Well, it wasn't really a force out. He could have stayed at second, so it'll be more of a tag out, I guess. And Andy Mock's on first now on the fielder's check that Colton Almy's on first. Andy Mock is up to bat, and it's 1 ball and no strikes here to Andy Mock. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Almy will remain in check at the bag. 51 pitches now for Lester, 27 balls. No, check that, 52 pitches as it's a 1-0 count here to Mock. 28 balls, 24 strikes. And now the throw up to second will not be in time. Almy will slide in head first on the steal. The pitch will come across for a ball. It's 2-0. The windup, swing and a miss there for a strike, 2-1. It's now on the top of the second. Sioux Falls is batting, trailing 1-2 to post 2 with 2 away. This one is popped up and fouled away for a strike, and it's strike 2 now here to Andy Mock. So I believe, based upon my conversations with people, that West Fargo played this morning, but I don't have a final score on that game. If we find one, maybe they didn't play. But if there is a score on that game, maybe they play next. Who knows? My guess is that they haven't played because I'm following that team and nothing's popped up on my phone. So my guess is that they have not played yet. I know Post 2 has a game at noon and another game scheduled for 5 o'clock. We'll see if that game even gets a chance to be played, as that's when the Storms are expected to roll in.
Now batting number 11, Caden Graff.
Caden Graff, after the walk to Almy, puts runners on first and second. And now the coach for DC Electric is coming out to the mound as well. After Vanderwerken walked up to have a chat, looks like he'll just have an additional few words of wisdom there for Lester. And when the meeting is concluded, which it is now, Lester will have to face Caden Graff. Flied out to shallow right last time he was at the plate. So once again, runners on first and second here for the Stars. Looking to break the 1-1 tie. Here's the pitch, low and out, ball one. Tate Gustafson is on deck, assuming no double plays happen with one away here in the top half of the third inning. It's cool, but also humid a little bit. But I'd rather have it be cool and humid than hot and humid. It's one thing I'm not used to living up in North Dakota, coming down here and having constant humidity levels. We have humidity levels occasionally that you can feel the intensity of up in North Dakota, but nothing like I've experienced here. That one will come in low for ball two, even though it was right down the middle. It was dropped right near the shoestrings of Caden Graff. And it's 3-0 actually here, and we'll see if Lester can get the free strike, and he does. 3-1. And that one will be chopped towards third. He'll run up on it, toss it over, he'll get the out. Runners will advance to second and third on the 5-3 ground out.
Coming up to the plate, the catcher, number 3, Tate Gustafson.
So Tate Gustafson, he was walked last time he was at the plate. He'll step up to the batter's box now to face pitch 63 from Daniel Lester. I believe there's a 105 count pitch limit. But don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the case. As things have been a little crazy, I haven't been able to read up on the rules. I know 105 is at the Creighton Prep tournament that West Fargo is participating in. Was at that field last night intending to broadcast the West Fargo game, but that game got lightning out. That's probably the best way to put it. But it's a nice field over there at Creighton Prep. Turf on the entire field, infield, outfield, foul and fair territory. It's just turf, 100% turf. And everybody that I've talked to over at that facility was pretty nice to me. So they have a pretty nice group of people over there based upon my experience. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Tate Gustafson. Matter of fact, Creighton Prep is where the Sioux Falls Fargo Post 2 game is being played. And that one up the middle. That will sneak by Schneider, who dives for it. Coming in is Almy. Andy Mock will round third, and he will score, and it's a 2-run single. To give the Post 400 Stars a 3-1 advantage here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard.
Single brings to the plate the first baseman, number 13, Jackson Beiswinger.
Beiswinger was walked last time he was at the plate. I was looking down for a second. Did that one hit him? It did, yeah. So now runners on first and second as Beiswinger gets hit on the first pitch. That brings up Eli Mock, and that also brings out the Thunderbirds coach. I have a gut feeling that this will be the end, and if it is the end, 68 pitches, 37 balls, 31 strikes, and let's see here. He's calling in the teammates, and he's asking for the ball, and that will do it for Daniel Lester. He'll be responsible for Gustafson on second and Beiswinger on first, should they come around and score. So we can't close the book on Lester just yet. As we reach the 50-minute mark of the game.
And new pitcher for DC Electric, number 19, Kyle Cornish.
And that brings in Kyle Hornish, I believe. Let me look at my roster here. Kyle Cornish, yep. So he'll be the new pitcher here for the Thunderbirds, and we'll take a timeout and be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, there's a look at Kyle Cornish, the new pitcher here for DC Electric. Everybody else appears to be in their same defensive positions here, so they'll just take Lester out and put Cornish in. Once again, Lester's responsible for the runners on second and third should they come around and score here, with one out in the top of the third and a 3-1 lead for the Post 400 Stars on the Sean Carlson Town & Country Credit Union scoreboard. And that one comes in for a questionable strike, and it's 0-1 here to Eli Mock. He was walked last time he was at the plate. And that one comes in for a strike. And that one comes into the dirt for a ball. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Eli Mock. So far, a positive start for Cornish. More strikes than balls. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Mock will flare that one foul and out of play. It will remain 1-2 here. This one is inside, and that is low for a ball. So now it's even at 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Eli Mock. This is the second game of 2 for DC Electric. They played Omaha North in the first game, and they would fall 8-4 in that game. Game that was a 3-3 tie in the 5th inning. And the strikeout will end the top of the third here. They'll leave 2 stranded. We close the book on the first pitcher now. And it's 3-1 in favor of the Post 400 Stars over the DC Electric Thunderbirds here as we go to the middle of 3. And in the bottom half of the inning, coming up here for DC Electric, Jackson Allred, Cam Matson, Tyler Vanderwerken. It's batters 9, 1, and 2. Andy Mock will throw pitch 30 when we return after this here on Magnitude.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the third, a 3-1 lead here for the Post 400 Stars. Both teams have a couple of hits. Thunderbirds have committed one error so far here, and we're 5 minutes shy of the 1 hour mark of the ball game. Once again, a 2-hour time limit has been imposed on all these games, so we're about halfway there now. Andy Mock will set up to deliver pitch number 30 to Jackson Allred, and this will be the last batter of the first time through the batting lineup here for the Thunderbirds. And that pitch will miss outside for a ball. And now on 30 pitches, 13 balls, 17 strikes unofficially for Andy Mock. Here's pitch 31 in the 1-0 delivery. He's a swing and a miss for 1-1. And swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jackson Allred. Andy Mock looking to record, I believe, his second strikeout. Let me look at the scorecard here. No, it'd be his first strikeout. Fly out. 6-4-3 double play after a single, and then another fly out, a 6-3 ground out, and a 6-3 ground out have accounted for all the outs so far here in this contest. And now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Jackson Allred. One's popped up, out of play. They have a pretty high net here, but not high enough. If you're sitting right behind home plate, you got to be aware of where those balls are going. So, and that one is heading out towards left field. And Caden Graff will make the catch. So 1 away on the fly out, and they'll bring up top of the order Cam Matson, center fielder.
Now batting leadoff hitter number 5, Cam Matson.
Matson flied out to Graff and left last time he was up to bat as well. And the pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. Haven't gone around the bases yet here for the Stars. I apologize for that. We'll do that here after the 0-1 pitch. And that one will pop down into the dirt for a ball. It's 1-1. You got Jackson Byswinger at first, Kobe Sen at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Eli Mock at third. Tate Gustafson catching, and Andy Mock on the mound pitching. Outfield after this pitch, which isn't high for a ball. Caden Graff in left, Ethan Claus in right, Colton Almy in center field. So mostly usual, a couple changes there, but 2-1 is in for a strike, 2-2. Strike, ball, strike in that order on 4 pitches here for Mock to Madsen. And now he'll wind up, deliver the 2-2, and that one's off the handle of the bat, popped up, maybe a chance. And it's going to be out of my view, and it's going to land in the bullpen, so it will not be a chance for anybody to make a play on it. So it'll be fouled away, and it'll remain 2 balls, 2 strikes here to the center fielder, Cam Matson. The catcher, Tyler Vanderwerken, is on deck. With 1 away, we'll see him for sure. And 2-2 number 2 up high, and it caught him swinging. That's strikeout number 1 for Andy Mock. That puts 2 outs on the board and brings up the catcher, Tyler Vanderwerken.
Strikeout brings to the plate number 23, Tyler Vanderwerken.
That one was high and inside. Had he not taken a swing, it might have been a full count at 3-2. So, but good news for the Stars, bad news for the Thunderbirds in that scenario. Nice pitch there by Mock. Comes right in for strike 1. Wastes no time as Vanderwerken singled out into left field last time he was at the plate. Out recorded the first hit of the game for the Thunderbirds. Vanderwerken representing batter number 2 in the lineup here for DC Electric. As Mock winds up, 1-1 pitch is in for strike 2. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Vanderwerken. So we've officially hit the 1 hour mark of the ball game now. And that swing grounded out towards Rarick. 2 hops, he'll pick it up, fire it over, got it there. 6-3, that ends the 3rd. We'll be back after this with the 4th inning right after this message from Sean Carlson, Town & Country Credit Union.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. 3-1 lead here for the Post 400 Stars over the DC Electric Thunderbirds here on the home of the Bellevue West Thunderbirds in Bellevue, Nebraska. Bellevue, Millard, Omaha, they're all within like 5 minutes of each city's borders. The team's actually staying in a hotel in Iowa, so I mean everything's bunched together here, and you can easily cross state lines within minutes driving on the interstate. It's kind of an interesting thing that you're not used to driving around in North Dakota. You have one interstate that takes you into Minnesota, and that's about it in North Dakota. But here, it's a little too hard to describe. The roads are all over the place, and unless you lived here for many years or have a GPS, you're gonna have a tough time getting around. Now, I went to Menards earlier to buy something needed for this particular broadcast, and thankfully it was only 0.7 miles away, so it was about a 5-minute drive. I was able to drive there, get what I needed, come back, and this is Easton Rarick who will step up to the plate here for the Stars. And he'll take the first pitch for what appears to be a strike, and it is called a strike. One, and he'll get a piece of that. It may have also hit him on the wrist, but either way, it's going to go into the books as a fouled away pitch. And that one grounded towards first. Nice grab there by Carson Wright. He'll step on the bag for the first out. That's one down, and it brings up Ethan Claus.
Ground out brings to the plate the right fielder, number 15, Ethan Claus.
And now Claus will show bunt, and that one will eventually roll foul. That one's inside, and my laptop was blocking my view there. It almost looked like it hit him, but it's still 1-1. Ethan Claus was hit by a pitch the first time, and then he would fly out to the center fielder, Cam Matson, on his most recent trip to the plate. So 2 balls and 1 strike, the count here to Ethan Claus. And the pitch is hit. He's hit by the pitch for the second time here, as he'll advance to first on his second hit by a pitch.
Claus hit by the pitch, brings to the plate number 10, Kobe Sen.
And now Kobe Sen, a walk and a single that rolled all the way to the wall, right to between the N and the D in Thunderbirds on the wall back there on his most recent trip to the plate. 1 hour and 5 minutes, time of the game so far, and the pitch is inside, and taking off for second is Claus, and he's in safely on the feet for a slide. So he'll get the stolen base. I believe the pitch came in for a ball. We'll look up and confirm that, and that is indeed the case. So runner on second now, and a 1-0 count here to Kobe Sen. Now come in for a strike to level things out at 1-1. And that one will hit the corner for a strike, and it's 1-2 here to Kobe Sen. Nothing to worry about though. Kobe Sen used to the 2 strike counts, and you can usually make contact on the bat 9 out of 10 times stepping up to the plate. We'll see if this is one of those 9 times or if this is one of those 10 times. Pickoff attempt at second there. Claus back in safely, no worries there. Scoreboard has 2 outs. I'm not sure where the second out is. My scoring software has 1 out, so. One's popped up, and that'll be caught, and that will be the second out. That will be the second out. I think the scoreboard is off by 1, so.
The pop out brings to the plate the pitcher, number 18, Andy Mock. Center fielder, 16, Colton Allman.
So Sen will pop out to the pitcher for the second out. Now bring up Colton Almy. Once again, the runner on second is Ethan Claus. And now Claus will take off for third, and he's in. So 90 feet away from scoring with 2 away now, and a runner on third. And it's a 1 ball, no strike count to Colton Almy. Single and reached on a fielder's choice. That one will come through, and Claus will come in to score on the pass ball. And it's now 4-1 here in favor of the Post 400 Stars on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. And it's a 1 ball, I think it should be 2 balls, no strikes to Colton Almy. And swing and a miss, we'll see, yep, it is 2-1, yep. That'll be a foul tip caught for out number 3. That'll end the top half of the 4th. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th coming up next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back as Andy Mott continues to warm up on the mound here for the Post 400 Stars. 4-1 your score as the Stars get 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. DC Electric got their lone run in the bottom half of the second. 4 runs on 2 hits and 1 Bellevue error. And they've left a total of 6 on base, while Bellevue, DC Electric, has scored 1 run on 2 hits. They've committed no post 400 errors, no errors for the Stars, and they've left a total of 1 on base. Time of the game, 1 hour, 10 minutes, and once again, a 2-hour time limit imposed on these games here. So we'll see if we get a full 7 out of this one or not. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it's Jack Bland at the plate, and the pitch will come in for strike 1. That one outside edge for strike 2. So a couple quick strikes here to Jack Bland, who grounded out to Easton Rarick, the shortstop, last time he was at the plate. Here's the windup in the 0-2 delivery, and that one will drop for a ball, 1-2. It looked good coming out of his hand, but fell apart towards the end of that flight. And this is pitch 50, and he'll get a piece of that. Fouled away, he'll remain 1-2. So on 50 pitches, 31 strikes, and 19 balls, an hour and 11 minutes into the ball game here for Andy Mock on the mound for the Post 400 Stars. Once again, Frank's Lounge, along with Fargo Parks District and the Fargo Parks District Foundation and Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill. That one sent out to center field. He'll drop for a hit, and he is on base with a single. Now bring up Carson Wright, batter 4 in the lineup.
Single brings to the plate the DH. First baseman, number 14, Carson Wright.
And the pitch is out and high for a ball, 1-0. That one's fouled off into the netting to the right side of your viewing screen there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the batter, Carson Wright. He flied out last time he was at the plate to Caden Graff in left field. The sun starts to find an opening in the clouds once again as it feels like it's heating up, but probably no temperature change at all. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the batter, Caden Wright. And that one comes right down the middle. Nice pitch there by Andy Mock, and it's 1-2. Once again, the runner on first here is Jack Bland. And the 1-2 delivery. That'll be hit towards third and goes foul. It'll remain 1-2 as a result. Ball, strike, strike, and a fouled away pitch. Actually, 2 fouled away pitches. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat here for Carson Wright. Once again, he flied out to Caden Graff in left field last time. He likes to go early on his swing, and most of the time that has resulted in those hits going into the left portion of the field, whether it's foul or fair. And that one's going to be popped up. Opportunity maybe? No, it'll go out of play. So two balls and 2 strikes the count. That one's fouled off. It'll remain 2-2. That's the 3rd fouled away pitch on the at-bat here for Carson Wright. Connor Schneider is on deck. Once again, nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And that pitch, woo! You may have saw it on the left side of your screen there. Almost caught the third base coach on his chin. And that was a laser beam right towards him. He got out of the way just in the nick of time. So that's the 4th fouled away pitch on this at bat. The last 3 of those 4, the last 3 pitches in a row. Can use the DVR feature on our YouTube channel to check out the replay of that one. This one, a low, soft hit out into center field. Good for a base hit and pushes the other runner up to second. That brings up Connor Schneider.
Base hit by Wright brings to the plate shortstop number 3, Connor Schneider.
So Jack Bland moves up to second. Carson Wright on first now here for DC Electric, and that brings up Connor Schneider, who grounded out to Easton Rarick last time he was at the plate. Once again, runners on first and second here for the Thunderbirds. And the pitch showing bunt, bunts it down the third base line. That's a nice bunt, and now you earn him a single and load the bases. So bunt single puts runners on all 3 bases here with nobody out.
Third baseman, number 12, Gage Allen.
And now Gage Allen will step up to the plate here. He was walked last time he was at the plate, and if he's walked this time, that could cause trouble here for the Stars. I would suspect if we get like a 2-0 count that we might see a visit to the mound here for post 400. But first things first. And that pitch will just miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Questionable ball, but a ball nonetheless. I have no control over it. And there's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Gage Allen. Once again, he was walked last time he was at the plate. Tyler Kephart is on deck. Gage Allen was the first runner to reach base in this game for the Thunderbirds on that walk that last time he was at the plate. And now they have the bases loaded. That one tried to paint the inside corner and missed it. 2-1. 4-1 comfortable, 4-2 comfortable, and a 2-2 count a little bit more comfortable as well. But if a run comes in from third, start to get out of that uncomfortable or that comfortable level, that's for sure, if you're a Stars fan. And the 2-2 is on the horizon here as Mock will set and deliver. Got it in there for a strikeout. That's 1 away. And some nice work on the mound there for Andy Mock as Allen goes down on strikes, and that brings up Tyler Kephart. Bases remain loaded with 1 away now.
Tyler Kephart.
And we'll see if Andy Mock can continue to patiently work the Stars out of this bases loaded jam here. He'll deliver, and the swing, 2-hopper, mishandled initially by Byswinger. He'll step on the bag. Trade the out for the run. That's 2 away, and now it's 4-2. Now empty up first base. So it's an RBI ground out that brings up Jaden Hallman, excuse me. That pushes right up to third, and this hit going out into right center, and it will drop for a hit. 2 runs will score, and that will tie the game at 4-4. So we're tied at 4 now with a runner on first, and Jackson Allred stepping up to the plate now. And that'll hit him, and they'll put runners on first and second. And here comes Coach, I believe. Well, no, he took a couple steps out of the dugout, and then he walked back in, and now here comes Ben Bryant. So Coach Hans started to walk out, and now Ben Bryant will walk out here, and we'll see what the verdict is here for Mock on the mound. Looks like he'll stay on the mound for now. So once again, to reset here, runners on first and second as Allred reaches via hit by a pitch. They'll bring up the center fielder, Cam Matson, who's 0 for 2. A fly out to left and a strikeout swinging. Jaden Hallman on second, Jackson Allred on first. And Cam Matson, the batter, with 2 away now, and the game tied at 4-4. And Mock remains on the mound here, and he'll face Madsen and try and get the third out of the inning here and prevent the Thunderbirds from grabbing the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. That one's shot to left. It'll drop for a base hit, and they are going to hold the runner at third, so that'll reload the bases now.
The single by Madsen brings to the plate. Number 23, Tyler Vanderwerken.
So I'll bring up the catcher, Tyler Vanderwerk. A single to left and a ground out to the shortstop. On his 2 trips to the plate here so far today. And once again, the bases are loaded. There were 2 outs this time instead of 0. And a little bit easier jam to get out of this time around here for Andy Mock. That pitch is a little high, I believe, and it is. 1 ball, no strike. That one's sent out to center field. They don't think Almey's going to get there. He will get it off a hop. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. The throw to third will not be in time. Runners on the corners. And now it's a 6-4 lead for the DC Electric Thunderbirds. So it's a 2-run single.
To the plate. Number 8, Jack Bland.
To just the right spot in center field. Moves Cam Matson over to third. Puts Vanderwerken on first, and that brings up Jack Bland. So 6 runs on 8 hits now here for the Thunderbirds. And that pitch is high and in for ball 1. And that one's fouled back for a strike. That'll level things up at 1 apiece. He'll reach for that and foul it away again. Now it's a 2-strike count here to Jack Blant. Ground out and a single in that order on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. Carson Wright will be on deck if Blant can reach base. Runner goes for second, and now they might have a rundown here between first and second. And now they'll throw it home, and he's safe at home. I'm not sure about that one, but we'll look at the replay later and see. So runner gets to second. Runner comes in to score, and it's now 7-4 here. And the count is 2-2 to the batter, Jack Bland. That one inside, and he'll just miss for ball 3, and it's a full count here to Bland. Once again on deck here is Carson Wright. We'll see him next if Almy can't get a strikeout or a ground out or a fly out here. I keep saying Almy, and I apologize. If Mock can do one of those things, and that will go over the head of Kobe Sen into right field. Rounding third, or coming in from, is Cam Matson, I believe. No, check that. That is number 7. He must have been a pinch. That was Easton York. He must have been coming in as a courtesy runner. And now it's 8-4 here.
RBI single by Bland brings to the plate number 14, Carson Wright.
Eight to 4, that one's popped up right field, and he will not be able to get there to make a play on it. Now result in an 0-2 count here to Blant. Or, I'm sorry, to Carson Wright, excuse me. Going off the handle of the bat and foul, will remain 0-2. 7 runs here in the bottom half of the 4th. And a bad inning for the Post 400 Stars here in the bottom of the 4th, but they'll have a little bit of time to try and recover from it. We'll see if they can or not. Here's the pitch. That's grounded foul or third baseline, and once again it'll remain 0-2. That one will hit into left field on the ground, and that will score a single and push the other runner up to second. Bring up the next batter here, and that's Connor Schneider.
The shortstop, number 3, Connor Schneider.
Connor Schneider 1 for 2. Ground out to Easton Rarick at short, and he would get on base with a bunt. And now that'll close the book here. Oh, no, not quite for Andy Mock, as he'll finish with 80 pitches, 55 strikes, 25 balls. He'll be responsible for the runners on second and third should they come around to score. And we'll tell you who the new pitcher is when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, it's Jacob Top on the mound here, trying to come in and get the third out of this inning here as the Thunderbirds came into the bottom of the fourth, trailing 4-1, and now they're up 8-4 as they've doubled up here on the Stars with 7 runs on 10 hits. Not all 10 of the hits. I think 7 runs on 8 hits, if I'm doing my mental math correctly here. And with 2 away to reset, runners will be on first and second. Jack Bland on second, Carson Wright on first. And it'll be Andy Mock responsible for those 2 runs should they come in and score. And Jacob Topp will try and prevent that here. And the first batter that he'll face will be Connor Schneider, who's 1 for 2 with a ground out to Easton Rarick at short. And he singled his way onto base last time he was at the plate. So now the team will retake its spots on the field here. And Topp will take a couple more warm-up tosses here as he awaits Connor Schneider to get ready to step into the batter's
now
box.
Now in to pitch for Fargo, number 14. Jacob Topp.
And the first pitch by Topp appears to be a strike, but it wasn't called that way. A little bit smaller strike zone today, I guess. 1 ball, no strike the count here to Schneider. This Topp will scope out Bland on second, deliver a swing and a miss. And now it's 1-1. So we get the cool breeze as the sun tucks itself back behind the clouds again. Once again, thunderstorms expected to roll into the area at about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And Post 2 is supposed to play a game over at Creighton Prep at 5 o'clock. And not sure if they'll get that game in or not, to be honest with you. They're playing Sioux Falls right now as Topp throws it out for a ball. And now the toss up to second. Nice job there by Kobe Sen to make sure the ball didn't go into center field. It's 1 ball and apparently 2 strikes. I thought that pitch came in for a ball, but not the case. Post 2 with a 5-1 lead with 1 away in the top half of the 5th with Sioux Falls batting right now. That'll be a swing and a miss and a strikeout. And that'll be out number 3. Or did he get a piece of it? He must have got a piece of it, so it'll remain 1-2. That one's hit well to left field, and it'll drop for a hit. Rounding third here is Jack Bland. And now the throw back to third. They got him. Run will count. It's now 9-4, and that will end the 4th inning of play on the throw out at third on Carson Wright. So that'll close the books on Andy Mock. Officially 9 runs on 10 hits, and through 4 innings of play, Bellevue / DC Electric have left a total of 5 on base. They've left 4 on base because tag out at third and the run scored. So we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Coming to bat, Fargo, number 18, Andy
All right, it's time for a little fifth inning magic here for the Post 400 Stars on Magnitude Sports. Trailing by 5 now, 9-4. 9 runs on, they put another hit on the board during the break, so it'll be 11 hits for the Thunderbirds. And the first pitch will come in for ball 1 to Andy Mock, who's 0 for 1, a fly out to left, and then he was walked on his most recent trip to the plate here as we start the top of the 5th, and that is going to be strike 1. A shoestring level strike to the outside, almost floating over the dirt. And that one will be hit hard towards short. And the throw will make it in time for the 6-3 ground out, and that's 1 away. That'll bring up Caden Graff.
The ground out brings to the plate number 11, Caden Graff.
That one comes in for a strike, and it's 0-1 here. We'll also see Tate Gustafson this inning, as he's on deck right now. And hopefully we can dig deeper into the lineup. We'll see Jackson Byswinger this inning, and maybe a couple more after that. See if we can get the bats going here for Post 400 in the 5th inning. And that could be a good start. That one's going to find the gap and go all the way, almost all the way to the warning track there. Cam Matson with a little juggling act, and it will result in a single here for Caden Graff. So another hit on the board here for Post 400 on a hit to deep left center. That brings up Tate Gustafson, the catcher, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single into about the same spot that Caden Graff just hit it now. Now you got ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on. 1 hit this inning, and looking for more. And the pitch, in for a strike. Nicely thrown pitch there by Cornish. Since Cornish came in to pitch, the Stars have only scored 1 run. They scored 3 runs on that first pitcher. And ooh, a laser beam right back towards Cornish and finds its way into center field. That'll put 2 runners on and another hit here for the Post 400 Stars. So they have 2 hits with nobody out and 2 runners on, and that brings up Byswinger.
Base hit by Gustafson brings to the plate number 14, Jacob Pop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jacob Top will step into the number 8 spot. Be his first trip to the plate today, and the first pitch he takes is in for a strike, 0-1. First plate appearance for Jacob Top for the Stars on Magnitude this season. Got some playing time on the Comets and Astros last year. And he's pitched on a couple occasions for the Stars here on Magnitude, but this is the first time he stepped up to bat. And that one will hit the corner for a strikeout. And now all of a sudden that strikeout zone a little bit larger here, and you kind of have this wonder if the umpire's trying to end the game early.
Now batting number 35, Eli Mock.
Eli Mock will try his luck, as there's now 2 away here. That one's popped up, and that will be 3 away. And that will end it. So no runs in the top of the 5th. They leave 2 stranded on base, and we'll go to the bottom half of the 5th and see if the Stars can goose egg the Thunderbirds when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back. 9-4 lead for the Thunderbirds here on the Sean Carlson Town Country Credit Union scoreboard. Gage Allen, Tyler Kephart, and Jaden Hallman, batters 6, 7, and 8. Pending changes due up for the Thunderbirds here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Once again, there's a 2-hour time limit, or at least I've been told that on these games. And that one right up the middle, and that will be a base hit single for Gage Allen. And the bats continue to pour in the hits here for the Thunderbirds. Tyler Kephart will step up to the plate. Triple and a ground out. Triple went to right field. And the ground out on a 1-3 back to the pitcher. And now he wanted to show bunt. Pitch floats outside, ball 1. That one comes in for a strike. There's the windup and the delivery, and the 1-1's dropped, and the throw up to second will be in time. They got him. So that takes Allen off base after he collected the base hit. Tyler Kephart now, 2-1 the count. And he'll swing and foul it off to level the count at 2-2. And that one's up the middle as well. And another hit and another single here for the Thunderbirds. That one's grounded towards third for a strike. Jaden Holman, the batter, 1 for 2. Ground out to short and a single to center on his first 2 trips to the plate. Seems like the Thunderbirds have gotten a lot of hits into center today. They have 13 hits, and at least 7 or 8 of them have gone to center field there. Kephart will get credit for the steal. Move up to second. No balls and 2 strikes to Hallman, excuse me. Now one grounded right towards Kobe Sen. He'll pick it up, fire it over. They got it. That's out number 2, and the runner will advance to third.
Now batting number 10, Jackson Allred.
So Jackson Allred with 2 away will try and get Kephart in from third to give the Thunderbirds a double digits on the scoreboard. Looks like he wanted to show bunt, and now in between first and third there, and Gustafson will basically walk Kephart back to third. I didn't see what the pitch came in for. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet either. Yeah, now they put up a ball, so it's 1-0. One ball, one strike. 2 out, runner on third. That runner on third is Kephart. And Top will try and finish this inning here on the next couple pitches. Maybe one. Popped up. Looks like Byswinger will get there. And he will. And that's the end of the 5th. So the Stars have 6 outs to work with, and they have a requirement of 5 runs that they need. 6 or more would be preferred, but we'll see what happens in the 6th inning here when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Shortstop number 2, Easton Verrick.
All right, Easton Verrick will come to the plate now here. Stars will try and get some of these runs they lost in the 4th inning back here in the top of 6, and they have 6 outs to work with. And there's a nice hit, and it'll be a throw out. That'll be a 4-3 ground out officially. That's 1 down.
Nice play by the second baseman, brings to the plate number 15, Ethan Claw.
Time of the game, 1 hour, 48 minutes. Ethan Claus stepping up to the plate now. Hit by a pitch, fly out, and another hit by a pitch in that order, and here's another hit by a pitch. I'll bring up Kobe Sen, who's 1 for 2.
Brings up the second baseman, number 10, Kobe Sen.
A walk, a single to right center, and a fly out. And that single rolled all the way to the fence. So it snuck by the right fielder. So a runner on here for post 400. Now Kobe Sen. And now the pickoff attempt at first, not to no avail. Once again, 1 out here in the top half of the 6th. And another batter's hit by a pitch. So runners on first and second now via hit by a pitch. That brings up Colton Almy. And also brings a visit to the mound here for the Thunderbirds. So we'll take a quick timeout, be right back.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, Colton Almy will step up to the plate after the visit to the mound is complete. And runners on first and second here for the Stars with one out. And the pitch, and that's fouled away for a strike, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 delivery, and that one is going to go over the head of the second baseman into right field. Rounding third and coming in to score here is Ethan Claus. Kobe Sen will hold up at second. Runners on first and second. The hit and the run scores, and that makes it 9-5. So it's an RBI single for Kobe Sen. Now Andy Mock 0 for 2. Fly out, walk, and a ground out. Fly out to left, ground out to third. Mock will take the first pitch, low and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is high and in for 2 balls and no strikes. Now one will come in for a strike. It's 2-1. Three and 1 the count now here. And that one, line drive right to third. Nice grab there, and they'll get Kobe Sen at second. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. The Stars do get one, but now they have a lot more work to do in the 7th. Thunderbirds up to bat when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, so they've decided to end the game here. It's 1 hour, 54 minutes. Figure they won't play the 7th inning in the 2-hour time limit, so that'll be your final score. The Thunderbirds, with a huge 4th inning, pick up the win 9-5, scoring 8 of those runs in the 4th. And the Stars fall short in Game 1. They'll have game number 2 against Wichita, and that one's coming up in about 15-20 minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Thanks so much for watching. We'll have Game 2 for you here shortly on Magnitude. Be right back.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.